Is it a bad idea to combine your carbohydrates and fats together in the same meal if your goal is weight loss? That's what we're going to talk about in this video. Hello everyone, my name is Mike Cola, and I've been a fitness trainer and gym owner for over 25 years. And if this is your first time here and you're looking to turbocharge your weight loss efforts, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I put out these weight loss videos every single week. Okay, let's talk about the theory behind why some people believe it's not a good idea to mix your carbohydrates, combine your carbohydrates with your fat in the same meal. Okay, let's go through a whole scenario. For example, let's say for lunch you're having a nice big bowl of rice, and you actually added a lot of olive oil or butter to the rice. Okay, for example, what happens? First of all, rice is a carbohydrate. Now, carbohydrates produce a pretty high insulin response, especially a high glycemic carbohydrate like rice. So, for example, you're eating this big bowl of rice, the body breaks down the rice, releases sugar in the bloodstream. What the body does is that it doesn't want too much sugar in the bloodstream at any one time. So the pancreas, in your body releases insulin, which is the storage hormone. I did multiple videos about insulin. I'm going to link them right up if you want to get a good understanding of how insulin works in the body and how it relates to weight gain or weight loss. Okay. So for example, the body releases insulin from the pancreas to take the sugar out and to try to store the sugar away in the form of glycogen in your muscles and your liver. So just keep in mind, insulin is a storage hormone, okay? But not only does it store carbohydrate, insulin also stores fat and also helps store protein, or pretty much helps synthesize protein, or shove amino acids, help into the muscles. That helps you, rebuild your body. Helps. So insulin is not all bad. It does a lot of wonderful, good things for the body. Okay. So for example, though, but if you ate a big bowl of rice and you had a lot of fat on the rice, insulin is going to be spiked from the rice, and it's going to help store the fat that you put on the rice in the fat cells. So that's the general theory behind why some people believe that it's not a good idea to mix your fats and your carbohydrates in the same meal. So they would follow this protocol. For example, they would take in most of their proteins and fats by themselves. Okay, the theory behind that is that when you eat proteins and fats, you're not going to get a tremendous insulin spike. You will get some, but nothing like eating carbohydrates. So people who follow this particular diet protocol of not eating carbohydrates and fats together will have their proteins and fats in one meal. They may eat the carbohydrates separately. If they're combining all three, they're going to try to minimize the amount of fat in the meal. For example, if you're having dinner and you're having like a lean protein, like say a piece of flounder, a piece of fish, a kind of relatively low-fat lean fish, and say a sweet potato and maybe broccoli, they're not going to douse the broccoli and the sweet potato with olive oil or butter. They'll take their oils in on their other meals, during the day. Okay, it's an interesting concept, but I have to say, I went on, I kind of did some research and tried to look for some studies to back this up. I really couldn't find anything that backing it up, but I'm not going to give up. I just watched a video on YouTube about this, and I think the topic is going to start popping up, but the person really didn't explain the theory behind why they personally don't eat their carbs and their fats together, and I saw there was a tremendous amount of questions, so it's pretty interesting. I was thinking about maybe experimenting it. It kind of makes sense to me to some degree, but I still would like to see a study or two to really back it up. But for the next 4 or 5 weeks, I'm going to try separating my fats from my carbohydrates to some degree, see if I see any drop in body fat. And, I'll do a video again in about 5-6 weeks, and I'll let you know let you know what happened if I got any results. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, make sure you give me a thumbs up, and remember, if you're looking to turbocharge your weight loss efforts, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I put out videos like this every single week. Take care, everyone. Have a great day.